Hi Oscar, this is a little story that I've written for you for your birthday. Sorry it's a little bit late. So the story is called Berryl, okay, and I've drawn the pictures. That's a picture of Berryl right there. The pictures aren't that good, okay. Sometimes there's no pictures because whatever it is about, I can't really draw the pictures. But why don't you have a go at drawing some pictures to this story if you want to, and then maybe you can send them to me or something. Okay, that would be really cool. Okay, let's start. So this is the story of Berryl. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, we'll start. I'm going to do each picture, but I've got the stories written on the back just here, so that's why I keep going like that. But yeah, so I look a little bit weird for many reasons, but that's one of them. Okay. Right, so Berryl was a cat who lived outside. She had a boz eye and a broken tail, but she was a free spirit. Okay, that's Berryl. That's her big eye, her broken tail. Nobody wanted her when she was a kitten because she looked a bit weird. Now that she was grown up, she didn't care what other people thought about her. If anyone crossed her, she hissed at them. This is the special effects. And this meant, get out of it, in cat language. Berryl was free to go wherever she liked, but sometimes she got a bit lonely. It was tough living outside, especially when it rained. Special effect number 2. One day she was on her way through the back gardens when a particularly heavy downpour started. There we go, she's covered in rain. She spotted a child's trampoline in one of the gardens and decided to take shelter underneath it. Okay. There we go. It wasn't ideal. She was still getting wet through the little holes in the trampoline. This is rubbish, she thought. Okay, it's a special effect again. I'm not going to tire of that bit. Okay, there's the rain. A little boy called Oscar was inside the house. He noticed Berryl hiding underneath his trampoline. She looks sad, he thought. I'd hate to be stuck under a trampoline in the rain. He opened the back door and beckoned Berryl to come inside. Berryl saw Oscar and she thought, what's his game? She's scared of me, thought Oscar. I'll get her some food and in that way she'll know I want to be friends. Oscar went back into the house and into the fridge. He got some leftover tuna. Then he nipped back outside and put some on the ground near Berryl. Sweet, thought Berryl. She loved tuna. She came out from under the trampoline. That's the tuna. Tuna doesn't look like that. It's massive. It doesn't matter. She came out from under the trampoline. This is the first time that Oscar had seen Berryl properly. She wasn't a pretty cat. She had a boz eye and a broken tail. But Oscar didn't care. He put another bit of tuna on the doorstep and Berryl came closer and ate it up. This geezer seems sound, she thought, and jumped up onto the step and then into the house. This is so exciting, thought Oscar. I have a cat. It was lovely and warm in the house. Berryl hadn't been inside since she was a kitten. It was a nice change from the harsh weather outside. Berryl started to purr and then she began to explore the furniture. This is my picture of Berryl. She's got a little spider hanging off her because she's been outside under the trampoline. This is supposed to be a sofa that she's exploring with her claws. She would explore the furniture. Oscar noticed that Berryl was a bit messy. She had bits of leaves and grit stuck to her fur. Oscar wasn't sure if his mum and dad would like Berryl. But the rain was still coming down, so he beckoned Berryl to follow him into his bedroom. He'd decide what to do in there. In Oscar's room was a toy train set. Oscar started it up. Okay, this is my picture. That's the train set. That's the switch. Berryl was transfixed by the train. That's quite a good one, isn't it? That is the coolest thing ever, she thought. She watched the train go round the track a little bit longer, and then she pounced. Oscar laughed. He started the train again. Berryl pounced again. This time Oscar gently stroked Beryl's head, but Berryl didn't hiss. She felt happy. Oscar was her first friend she'd ever had. So she went and sat on his lap and went to sleep. This is how Mum found them a little while later. She was surprised. Oscar, whose cat is this? She asked. This woke Berryl up. And she hissed at Mum. Oh, wait, where's the special effects? And this hiss meant, shut your face. I don't belong to anyone. I'm my own person. I don't think she's got an owner, said Oscar. I've lost my place, sorry. Well, oh yeah, sorry. I don't think she has an owner. She was outside in the rain on her own. Well, she'll have to go outside when the rain stops, said Mum. Someone might be looking for her. When the rain stopped, Oscar gave Berryl some more tuna and opened the door and let her go outside. Berryl wandered out, but when the door shut behind her, she felt sad. She wanted to go back inside and play with Oscar. Okay, that's the door's shut. That's Berryl again. She looks so different in that picture, doesn't she? There we go, Berryl. This is rubbish, she thought. Berryl started to howl outside the door. Okay, there we go. Meow, meow. Please, can we let her back in again, Mum? Said Oscar. She's quite manky, Oscar. I think she might be feral, said Oscar's mum. What does feral mean? Said Oscar. Well, it means she's sort of wild and she likes living outside, said Mum. She doesn't like living outside anymore, said Oscar. Listen. Meow, said Berryl. Please, said Oscar. Okay, said Mum, and she opened the door and let Berryl back in. Berryl was very happy to be back inside with Oscar again, and she went over and sat next to him. Mum went and got some food for Berryl. Perhaps this one's all right, she thought. Thought Berryl. She rubbed herself against Mum's legs and purred. Oh, you're lovely, really, aren't you? Said Mum. She's a bit like that lady at the bus stop with the big shoe, said Oscar. She looks a bit different, but she's really lovely. Do you mean Berryl? Said Mum. Yes, said Oscar. Let's call the cat Berryl. Berryl purred. Ace, she said. She thought, I'm home. And that's the end of the story. Okay, and I hope you liked it. Had a few technical difficulties, but yeah, hopefully enough that didn't ruin the story. Anyway, there's a theme in the story, which is empathy, and that means that Oscar was really clever because he showed some empathy by imagining how Berryl must have been feeling when she was stuck outside in the rain. So he thought, well, I wouldn't like to be outside in the rain, So I bet she's probably not very happy outside in the rain. So why don't I do something to help her? Okay, and that's a really good thing to be able to do. Okay, because having empathy can help us to be kind and considerate. Okay, right. So that's the end of the story and the post-match analysis of. So yeah, I miss you lots, and I hope you're having lots and lots of fun. I'll write another story, and in the next story, Berryl can meet Ellis, and he can be in the story this time, as well as Oscar. So love you lots. Take care. Bye bye.